But did you like those voodoo chips?
They're right.
I thought they were pretty good.
They're weird.
They're weird, but they kind of
Aftertaste to them.
like the all dressed chips, like the Canadian chips. I love those. What about ketchup chips?
I've never tried them though. I've never tried them.
Well, you should. And welcome back. I got a mouthful of chip to the Heavyset Podcast.
Coming to you live on a Saturday night.
Live on a Saturday night. I don't even know what episode this is because.
Oh, I don't even know because we have had so many that was just like choppy. The audio was bad. We're sorry for those. They were good episodes. And
That is what sad is, and it's always that way. You feel like it's good, it goes well, and then you go look back.
Something happens.
And
yeah,
then
you just...
It's working pretty hard now. I'm hoping that I fixed what the problem was, but we'll see. But cheers.
Tyler did something last time too.
Good to see you.
Cheers. This is brought to you by White Claw.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night. We're adults.
Make fun of me all you want. I don't care.
Hey, they're good. They're good.
I'm Chief White Claw tonight, okay? But, Hannah, how have you been? What have you been up to?
Just working and wrangling a 2-year-old. That's about all I've been doing.
It's so weird that, that you're a parent now. You're a mom.
I was telling Tyler that the other day. I was like, isn't it weird we have a whole kid?
I know. I can't get over it. It's weird to see that. It's weird to see, because I'm still single. So I'm just out here living life. Nothing's changed for me, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I see all my friends. I see little miniature versions of themselves. And I'm like, they're going to be a grown human being
I know.
one day.
It's crazy.
And it is I can't get over that.
It's crazy that I have to mold somebody's life. I got to get this right or they're going to turn out to be a terrible human being. And so I just hope that I'm doing a good job.
I think you are. I'm not a parent, but so what do I know?
And I have the best co-parent. So, Tyler is amazing with Hazel. So
hell, he's raising me. No.
You're our second child. Our redheaded stepchild.
No doubt. Literally a redheaded stepchild. And they beat me.
Chris, wash the dishes. I thought I told you to wash the dishes today.
I'm going to tell you, that would be an argument. Because you would have to pull my teeth to get me to wash a dish. Or to vacuum.
I'd rather wash dishes than do laundry. Oh, I hate laundry.
Laundry does suck.
Laundry.
I don't mind doing washing and stuff. It's the folding.
Yeah.
So what I worked out a system. Mm-hmm. I say it's a system. It's me being lazy. It is a dirty clothes pile and a clean clothes pile. Everything's wrinkled.
I will say I did a lot of housework today. I washed a lot of clothes. Tyler mowed the lawn. He cleaned up the living room. I cleaned the kitchen. It was just today was a cleaning day. So.
It looks good in here. I see you got the little Halloween
I've got my Halloween stuff up. I don't know if they can see all this right here. They see the bats right here.
You can't see some. I like the skull you got.
Yeah.
The skull looks good.
Thanks. But
for me, I've just been. What's weird is I have not been sleeping at all.
Really?
I go through those spurts.
I do.
To where I just do not sleep.
I know. I'll get TikToks from you at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
You get messages from me at all hours of the night. Yeah. And it's weird. I don't know, but I've been busy and I haven't been busy.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do more podcasts.
Yeah.
Or I started a different one.
Yeah, I was saying now you're doing 2 podcasts.
So I don't know. The main thing is I thought to myself, I was like, listen, it's time to keep yourself busy.
That's right.
I was like, keep yourself busy with good things you want to do. What comes of it, I don't know.
Exactly.
But it's just about me doing something.
Yes.
So I did one last night with them. I'm going to do one tonight with you.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about doing tomorrow with my brother. So it's a jam-packed thing.
A double Heavyset podcast.
A little too much of Chris going around. I want to ask your opinion on something.
Okay.
Is this? I don't know if I should bring this up because I don't know how bad this is.
Okay.
But it was an honest mistake that I made last night.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway.
Where did this take place? Set the scene.
I was at a high school football game.
Okay.
Oddly enough, not our own hometown, but
homecoming was last night.
So, and I saw this. There was this girl walking around, and she was loud and talking, and I thought that she was drunk.
Yeah.
And I remember saying, I was like, man, is this chick drunk? And then someone leans over Chris, she's autistic.
Oh my God.
And I immediately like,
Well, of course you feel bad. You didn't know.
I felt terrible.
Yeah.
So
A normal human being, a good human being, would not feel bad for saying that. You didn't know. I mean,
and I was just walking, but everybody made me feel bad about it. Like, how could you say that? I'm like,
bad.
I didn't know.
Exactly.
Like, I had no idea.
They should not have made you feel bad. No.
Oh, I did. And what's sad was I seen, like, I wanted to go, even though, like, I know she didn't hear me.
Yeah.
I wanted to go apologize. But I was like, I can't do that.
You can't do that because she'd be like, why are you apologizing?
Listen, I thought you was drunk. Like, I had no clue.
It's like, no, I just have a mental disability.
Oh, God, that would have been so awful. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Like, you just completely flub up, if you will?
Actually, yeah, because I said this to a couple of my friends one day. It was this girl, and like I see her all the time, and I was like, she just wasn't ever really friendly. Like she wouldn't even smile or nothing. Like when we were like walking down the hall or anything. And I was like, she's kind of mean. And they were like, Hannah, she's autistic. And I was like, well, God. I didn't know. Like I feel really bad for saying that, but I mean. And then I've met her after that, and I mean, she was nice and she was smiling and stuff. But it was just, I mean, I did feel bad, but I honestly didn't know, and so
that you know, I stick my foot in my mouth constantly. That's why, like, I don't need to say things. I just need to, but like, I just can't help it.
It's different from like sticking your foot in the mouth and then making a constant thing. Like if you were to know this information and then keep on with that, like making fun, that's where you cross the line and you're doing the wrong thing. But I mean, people, you say things, that's just human nature. That
it's true, because everybody thinks certain things.
Exactly. And so you're like, oh, okay, well, I've learned this new information, I'm gonna not say that again. Like, who
knows what people thought about me? I'm like, Chris is a blind drunk. He's a blind drunk walking around out here right now.
It's like, who is this guy? Who does he think he is?
Maybe they're right.
Cheers.
I don't know, that happened. I mean, it's kind of funny, but I was extremely embarrassed about it.
I understand.
But I don't know, those things happen. It's kind of, I mean, I'll tell you what, life is kind of funny like that. Like, I always say the wrong things at the wrong time.
You do have a way about that.
I know, I can't help it. I'm like, well, because I'm always like wanting to like address the obvious.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell's going on around here? Like, what is this? And like other people want to keep their mouth shut about, no, like.
You're just honest, and.
I think that is a problem about me. I'm way too open and just too real about things.
I mean, you could see that as a blessing and a curse. Like,
maybe. I just can't, like, you know, I'm open about things to a certain degree. I mean, everybody has things they don't talk about, but I'm always just kind of like, I've always been that way. I'm like, hey, it's kind of like hanging around somebody that you might think, like, I don't like hanging out with people I get bad energy from or bad vibes from.
No, I'm not going to do that either.
And there's some people that can like just hang out with anybody. I can't do that because that's like in my, like, I can't force myself to be, because that's me being fake in a way. And I'm like, but that's like exhausting to me. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I can't be around this person.
I try to be the kind of person that can hang out and get along with anybody. I mean, there's that certain energy about like some people that you can just tell that they're not a good person. And so like I don't want to hang out with them, but
and I don't want to make it look like I'm judging people or something like that, because I get a ton of flaws, made a ton of mistakes.
Well, I mean, nobody's perfect, so. But
it's been people, and that's the thing, is think about how many people maybe think about that about you, like, or about me, like, does anybody else think I can't be around that guy, or he's too much, or he gets a bad vibe?
Yeah.
I know I'm a thinker. I'm an overthinker, so I think about crap like that all the time.
I feel like I'm a pretty good, I don't know if this sounds cheesy or whatever. I feel like I'm a pretty good, like, I can
judge of character.
I can judge the character, like feel the vibes. Like I can tell if we're gonna get along or not. Like I can tell from pretty quick after I meet somebody. But
I'm kind of the same way sometimes. I mean, some people are different because some, you know, like. I can be very outgoing. And here's my whole thing is, I need to know that I can be fully comfortable, like with you or somebody. Yeah. A good judge is like, can we hang out in our underwear? That's not weird. I just listen, if you're gonna be friends with me, you're gonna be seeing me in my underwear at some point in my life. Like, can we hang out? Can I not be weird?
Well, I mean, we've lived together how many times, Chris?
Exactly, that is true. But I do. I'll end up. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'll just anywhere I go, I'm like, I'll end up just stripping down. And I'm like, hey, we're just gonna hang out like this. It's okay.
Chris, though, I remember a time when you would have not done that. Like,
that is true.
That is true, because you would never be seen with your shirt off or anything.
I shouldn't be seen now.
No, I love that for you. I mean, you got to be comfortable with who you are.
Yeah,
you do.
Me walking around the house in my boxers.
Hey, go for it. I mean, it's your house. Do what you want.
That is true. Over the years, I just don't care.
Exactly, you do. You don't give a F's, really.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that around strangers, but it's around people that I love and comfortable with.
Exactly.
Hey, you're going to take me, and you're going to take the good and the bad with me.
It's you've known me this long, you're not going to get rid of me now.
I remember I was going to call them, I was going to shout them out, as I know they don't care. I remember going to Sawyer and Katie's house. And
family.
Shout out to Sawyer and Katie. Love you guys.
We love you.
Hey, I got them hooked up and married, by the way.
I remember. I feel like I was a little bit part of that too.
I think you were. So. You were a part of that. We were all kind of a part of it. So I'm a hitch in a way.
Yes.
But
you are Will Smith.
I wish. I remember it's probably the last time I've been invited over to. But I remember when it was summertime. And I called them. I was like, hey, listen, we're going to hang out. I was like, I want to bake a cake. I'm bringing some cake stuff over. They're like, listen, we don't care.
He was like, come on.
I remember going in there. I think my friend Brady was with us. I remember I walked in there. I don't know. It was I just stripped down to my boxers. I started baking a cake. And Brady was like, what the heck are you doing? I was like, dude, it's hot as balls in here. I was like, I just want to bake. He's like, if anybody else did this, they would get kicked out immediately. So sorry, guys, which I haven't been invited back since, I don't think.
They do not care one bit.
I know they don't. But that's just, I don't know. I kind of like to do that too. I mean, it is comedic in a way.
Yeah. But
it's just funny. It's funny to say, I went to my friend's house, my underwear, baked a cake.
Exactly.
And I think I was the only one who ate it.
If I would have been there, I would have ate it, Chris. I wasn't there.
They probably looked over there like, oh my God, I'm not touching this cake. I don't blame them.
I bet it was good. Your goo cake was good. So,
hey, I made another cake here the other night.
You should have brought me a piece.
I thought about it, and I could have because it was lasted for a while. But because typically cakes don't last because I eat them too fast. And I made a homemade icing.
Ooh.
This time it wasn't just Eagle brand milk. It was vanilla. It was just really quick. Powdered sugar, milk, that whole shebang.
There are 2 flies flying around
that
are getting on my nerves. They're getting on my nerves.
But good times. So, spooky season is. I'm just going to go ahead and say spooky season is here.
It is upon us. When you get into them burr months, it's just the best time of the year.
This is the best time of the year.
It is the best time of the year. September. My birthday is in September, so
happy birthday! You're on the beach.
I was on the beach for my birthday.
Did you enjoy that?
It was so nice. We did not want to come home.
Nobody ever does.
It was just. I wish I was just sitting on the beach right now. It was so nice.
We're not.
I wish.
We're still in Arkansas.
But, it was really nice. It was really. We ate at some good places. We
okay.
No, we texted you about one. Tyler texted you about the Uncle Ernie's.
Yeah, I enjoy the food because I tell everybody before they take a trip, all my friends, listen, I'm a lover of food pics, so I want you to send me pictures of what you're eating.
Yeah. He had it was Uncle Ernie's in Panama City, and it was he got Imperial Grouper or something, I think. And I got chicken parmesan. I'm not a big seafood eater, but we did get some mozzarella sticks. I'm not even kidding. Those were the best cheese sticks that I've had in my entire life. They, mozzarella sticks, they were so good.
So these
good.
Weren't
They had a different kind of breading on them. They weren't your typical out of a bag, frozen, stick them in the deep fryer. Mm-hmm. No, I feel like they made these on site. They were so good. And the marinara was like a homemade marinara. Oh my gosh.
That's how you know, there's so many restaurants you see nowadays that are like...
It's just out of a bag, frozen.
Yeah,
like,
and you're thinking, am I paying for this?
Like Buffalo Wild Wings, stuff like that. Like,
yeah, all that crap's frozen.
It's just out of a bag. Like,
and you're paying like premium price, basically.
No, yeah.
Like, but maybe they've got it figured out. Maybe we should open up a restaurant.
I know, and the service was immaculate. So if you go to Panama City, go eat at Uncle Ernie's. It is a little pricey, but it was like our splurge. It's empty.
That would have spilled all over me.
It was very good. We sat outside. It's like on the bay side. It was very nice. Very nice.
So if you could open up a restaurant, what would it be?
Like what kind of food would I serve? Or what was the atmosphere type?
Atmosphere and everything. Okay. The whole kit and caboodle.
I would have I don't know. I feel like it would be Mexican food because I love Mexican food. But it would be, I don't know, like the more authentic type, not like Tex-Mex, It'd be like birria and like street tacos and stuff like that. But it would have a huge outside area because I love to eat outside. I love outside dining, eating al fresco. But I would have
what the hell's al fresco, man?
That's what it's like.
Dining outside?
It's called al fresco. Yeah.
Okay. I want to try to impress people. Hell, the other night we went out.
We ate al fresco. There you go. But there's not enough places around here. Like in Texarkana, there's not enough places to eat outside. Like they have outside seating. But I would have a big outside area and I would have like a stage area where people could come and play. Or we could do like karaoke nights or like a trivia night, like a big bar area outside. I just think that would be so fun. That would be what I would want to do. What about you?
It wouldn't. I don't think it would be Mexican food. Probably be like I'd kind of have like a dive bar kind of vibe.
I do love a good dive bar.
Have some pool tables. Have you a bar in there? Yes. It would be an outside area.
Yes.
Booths, and probably kind of like. I would specialize in burgers.
That would be good. If you had like different kinds, like
burgers and bar food, but it'd be just different kinds of burgers. I know that fly's bugging the hell out of it.
No, I was thinking of, you remember we worked at the Total.
Yeah.
And we decided, I know, and we decided one night we were going to do our own burger, and we were going to try and like put two patties together and put cheese on the inside. And we called it the Cheesy Clifton. It didn't work out very well. I'm trying
not to laugh because I don't want to wake up your daughter.
The inside did not get done enough, but we put two patties together, put cheese in the middle, and we called it the Cheesy Clifton.
It was so raw.
It was so bad.
The days of us working down there together were, I kind of hated that job, but I love some of the people that I worked with. That was a lot of fun.
That's how I became friends with Philip. That's how I came to be friends with Justin.
Yeah. That's how I became friends. Sindel, Heather.
That's
how Heather became good friends.
Heather girl. I forgot. Yes, that's how we met.
Shout out to Heather. Total. I hadn't seen her in a while.
Shout out to Heather. I love you, baby.
She's not going to listen to this, but
she might. Hey, she lives right over there.
We're going to knock on her. We film it. We're going to knock on her house. Hey, get the hell. They've been busy
this weekend with homecoming, since they own Kenya. So,
do you remember? There's probably things like shenanigans that you don't remember. Do you remember? I was like curious. I remember that night. You might not, but I got like a bucket of water. I was like, I went and got a tampon. So I was like, I want to see how absorbent this is. I caught you back there, and I was like, all right, just gonna see what happens.
It's vaguely familiar. It's vaguely familiar.
And that thing of water go poof. I was like, so that's what it does.
I just remember that dog that came up outside, the little puppy. We gave it the chicken breast.
Oh, we'd always feed those animals.
And then there was like another dog that would come up, and they're like, "Well, they're in cahoots."
Yeah, they're in cahoots. He was at. It was what was we called that dog? Charlie or Chester or something like that.
Chester, I think it was.
Yeah. And he was in cahoots.
He was in cahoots with all the neighborhood dogs, and they would come wanting some chicken. Every
I know.
night.
Like these dogs had a system work out. Then they'd go to like each restaurant establishment
hey,
back
give
and
out
forth.
chicken up there.
This one dog got the balls enough because I fed it once, and then it would just walk inside. It would push like the door open. And I was like, "Oh God, I've created a freaking monster in here."
Dog in the kitchen.
I'm gonna get in such trouble.
At the total.
But yeah, I remember because I don't know if I want to say her name, but the manager who we know, I had a chicken strip in my hand because the dog had walked inside. I was like, son of a gun. So I got a chicken strip and I was leading it out, and she pulls up as I'm walking the dog out, and I'm like, this is and isn't what it looks like. I was like, I can't explain what I'm doing. But do you also remember? There's so much stuff that I know you don't remember, but I wish you did. Stuff that random crap that I think about daily. But do you remember how I was describing washing dishes as it could be a sensual experience?
I don't think I remember that.
I wish you did. We had this. We filmed this.
Did we?
Yeah. Because I had this big, I don't know, it was metal cutting board type thing I was washing, whatever the hell it was. And I was like, just slowly, like, I was whispering, I'm like, and here you wash this dish. And I was like tickling the thing as I was going across it. And I think we got caught.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we probably did, so.
I kind of got, I don't know if I should bring this up, kind of a funny story. Like, you would like stock the cooler and everybody would go back in there and just like drink something while they're stocking it. I think it's been long enough now we can talk about it.
I think
Which Philip was on here, and people didn't listen to that episode, but Philip was on here spouting out all kinds of things. Shout out to Philip.
Yeah, it was like choppy, so you got off that time.
Yeah, so it's probably because it's like every time me and Philip record something, I usually can't post it. There's stuff me and him made, I've had to stop, like, wait, we can't say any of this. Like,
Philip, you dirty dog.
Yeah, we're incriminating ourselves. But we were all dumb kids. But I remember me and the few people that worked there were like, go stock this cooler. And it wasn't even my job to go stock, but sometimes I just walk back there, cool off, and hang out. And we all like share, we all like drink a Yoo-hoo. And then we did it so much, like we were tag teaming these Yoo-hoos. And then all of a sudden it gets brought up, like what's going on with all the Yoo-hoos?
Yeah,
like,
we're selling all these Yoo-hoos and I don't see no money for it.
And I was like, guys, like, hey, Liz, we had a meeting. Like, hey, we got to pick something else. So we would like pick a drink.
Like chocolate milk now.
Yeah. We got to move on to something else. It's getting rough. Oh, goodness. Those were the days.
Those were.
Any more funny stories you remember from that time? Remember that chick yelling at me because that cheese wouldn't?
Yeah, you gonna let that cheese melt?
Yeah, we just flipped. Oh man, she was like this chick that we were training. Didn't work there very long.
This girl, yeah, she like maybe a week.
We were flipping those burgers in there. We were like,
he flipped a burger. He was gonna put a cheeseburger in a bag, and you flip the burger, you put the cheese on, and then you put the top on, and you let it sit there for a second, and then you put it on the bottom bun with all the dressings. I mean, that patty is 1,000,000 degrees. Like, that cheese is gonna melt.
Yeah, she was hounding us. Like, whoa, like you can let this cheese melt. Like, I just committed a crime.
It's like, it's hot. It's gonna melt.
This burger's coming. Like, listen, sweetheart. This burger's coming off this grill at hundreds of degrees or whatever the hell this is.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah. Like, listen, look at me. I made burgers in my day. But maybe maybe I was wrong. Maybe she was just so passionate about her job.
I don't think that was the case.
It ever kind of irritates you, though, you meet people. Like, and I like to say that I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
But I'm not. But you ever, see those people that, take it too serious?
Yes. Especially when it's not that serious as a job. Like, you work at a gas station. Like, it's not that serious.
Yeah, I remember
You're not a doctor. You don't got people's lives in your hands.
That was my whole thing. Everybody's like, hey, everybody, let's cheer up around here. Like, let's boost morale.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of down in the dumps, which was easy to do.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time, and I thought that this woman that was with us was just joking.
Yeah.
And it didn't work there very long gone by now. But she hears this and reaches out. But I remember, they used to do Taco Bell in there.
Yes.
And me and my friend who worked there were making a joke. We were just joking, like, we're fixing the, because our Taco Bell logo's still up there.
Yeah, it was like behind a Razorback flag or something.
Still there to this day. I looked the other day, still there. And we were joking how we were going to take the Razorback flag down and reopen Taco Bell, start making our own tacos in there. Well, we were, of course, being extremely sarcastic. Yeah. Of course, I guess some people just don't get it. And she had a cow. And she went up and was like, you guys better not do this. You guys better not do so-and-so. But you know me. Now, once I knew that she was being real, I was like, oh. I can't. I was like, well, so you better get a hold of somebody. We're fixing to crank his bastard up. I was like, I'm going to be back here frying up some tacos, and we're going to be selling tacos out here. So I don't know what you're going to do. We kept it going. And finally, I felt bad about it. I was like, hey, listen,
we're just kidding.
We're not really going to, you don't have to, she was going to call and turn us in.
Oh, my God.
I was like, you don't have to call anybody. We're good. But.
Stupid.
Good times. Good times. Yep. Those are the best of times.
Best of times and the worst of times.
I did hate working Sundays in there. Sundays are always the worst.
Sundays, especially like Sunday lunch rush, because
that did suck.
I'm sorry, but that Sunday crew that would come through, not all of them were very nice. Like, they were very pushy.
You get, customer service stuff like that is so, it can be good and bad.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I remember what I hated was working late, like closing Saturdays. Mm-hmm. And then, because I was, I was a kid. So I would hang out all night Saturday night, have to work Sunday morning, go back in. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you how many times I was just dragging in.
I know. I had to work like at 3:30 on Saturday mornings, and sometimes I would just stay out like all night Friday night, not even go to bed, because I'd be there so early. And when I got off at 12, I was done.
I couldn't do something like that now.
I know.
There's
now,
no way I could hold up to that.
No.
Well,
there's
I don't
no
know.
way
I probably
could.
could.
That. I could not. I get tired.
I can stay awake
8 hours.
I can stay awake for days, but then I usually end up, of course, always hit that point where I'm just
delirious and just crash. Yeah.
But anyway, we touched on spooky stuff. So what do we got planned for this Halloween season?
I think we're gonna go out to Potts maybe and stream one. I'm gonna try to.
Somewhere spooky. Maybe we shouldn't divulge the locations. Is this illegal? Are we breaking any laws doing this?
I don't think so.
I don't know if we are either.
Yeah. We're gonna go somewhere spooky.
Somewhere spooky, and I don't know how it's gonna. This is the thing. How it's gonna work? If they can even it'll have to be maybe around sunset, or I don't know if this. Yeah. I don't know what kind of night vision capabilities that's got.
Or if we have some lights that would
possibly,
up, so.
We'll have to figure that out. Yeah. It'll be a shot in the dark.
It will be,
if you will.
But I mean, I want to touch on maybe some more scary movies and scary, even music. There's not much, but there is some. There's
some scary music out there. There's some scary music that's not even meant to be scary.
I know.
Freaks the hell out of me.
But just all things spooky. Just talking about. I think we should do talk about cults. Talk about urban legends. Oof. I think that would be a good one.
We need
Arkansas urban legends. That would be.
Here's something that we've kind of floated around. We kind of talked about this before. And I've talked about this with my brothers, and I think me and Justin almost did this once, but we had to back out last minute. But here's something that I wanted to do. We're not going to be able to do it this year, probably, but for sure next year, or maybe we can pull it off this year or in October. I doubt it.
Give it to me. What depends on what it is.
We won't be able to yet, but okay, the Crescent Hotel. I've always wanted to go and rent a haunted room and do a podcast from the Crescent Hotel.
That would be cool. And we need to ask Zach about that, because Zach stayed at the Crescent for a while.
That. Really?
When he was he was up in Eureka Springs for something. I think it was something to do with the Army, and he stayed at the Crescent for an extended period of time. But I don't know if he
had any hauntings.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's the thing is, I'm not expecting a haunting, but I've always wanted to go there. Just that setting. Yeah. I just think it'd be kind of neat.
There's a big back history of that place. Like, it's been so many things.
Yeah, a lot of bullcraps happened there. Like, wasn't it like they just discovered there was like a doctor in there?
There was a doctor that was performing, like, I don't know if it was like lobotomies or like surgeries and stuff.
Crazy
but
ass
he
surgeries.
was not like an actual doctor. And I'd heard, I mean, I may be making this up, but like people were like buried in the walls or like
weird stuff.
Concrete, yeah.
Would you go to the catacombs in Paris?
Honestly, I might.
I would die of a heart attack down. I would never make it.
I don't know. I might.
I watch videos of people doing that. They have to walk miles, and I thought,
I wouldn't do that.
Get there and have a stroke. Like if I went.
That movie though, As Above, So Below, is very good.
I've seen it once, but I can barely remember what
really
it was.
Good. It's a really good movie.
But that would be. I wouldn't make it through it. But it would be cool to at least just
go down there for a second and then come back up. Like you could say you've been in the catacombs.
Could I even fit down in there? Who knows? I imagine I get stuck in the catacombs in Paris. Oh my God, I'm stuck in a foreign land.
Well, Chris, bye.
Don't leave me.
We'll put some food down in there for you. Like,
yeah. I'm like a cat stuck in a tree. I'm a fat guy stuck in a tunnel. Oh, call the fire department. Tell them to bring some bacon grease and lube me up out of here.
Y'all can get me out. Just chunk away at the pavement. Like.
Everybody starts spitting on me. No, don't spit on me. Pie. Oh. I mean, when you say a scary bucket list, listen, my bucket list is long.
Yeah. But
feasible things, obviously the Paris catacombs are not feasible.
I ain't got that kind of money to go to France. So.
Is it the Paris cat? Are they in Paris or is it okay?
Yeah, Paris, in France.
But Chris, that's feasible. That's something we could do.
Yeah, we could do that.
Easy.
Eureka is not that far.
No.
So
just a hop and a skip away.
That's right.
But that's something on my bucket list. Other bucket list ones that's feasible. I kind of wanted to go to the Bell Witch Cave.
Where's that?
It's in Tennessee. That's a little bit further.
Not too far though.
But I don't think I could actually go.
It's not Paris.
Yeah, it's true. It's not Paris. I don't think, unless maybe I work something out where they would let you record a podcast or something, or video in there, because it's so, you got to pay it. It's not like it's this place that you can just walk to.
Yeah.
Well, I actually know someone who is going to be staying, I believe, at the Conjuring House here I think the end of September, somewhere around this time.
Isn't that like in Connecticut or something?
Yeah, somewhere way up there. Then I think she says she's going to go to like the Salem where they had the witch trials.
I would love to go to Salem during Halloween. Like,
and she said
that's a bucket list item right there.
So I won't say who it is just in case, but she'd say, because she listened to our spooky episode, said that she would like to come on maybe and talk about it.
I would love that.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, go this and do this. And I was like, listen, make it super creepy. Like, do something like, I want to know, like, get the experiences. I want to know what happened. I was trying to like, what if I get you a spirit box? Will you take it with you? And who knows if she'll want to.
Some EVPs.
Yeah. Who knows if she'll actually come on and do it, but we'll visit that later down the road. That would be awesome.
That would be. That's
nice. Somebody who was in the front lines.
Oh my gosh.
But other feasible ones. I'm trying to think of another one that I would like to go see.
I've actually never seen the Garden Lot.
You know what? I've never been there either. I talked about this with someone the other night.
We can do that.
We could go to the Garden. I think they ripped up the railroad tracks and bull crap, but I'm sure. I don't know what it's like down there.
I don't know.
We go down there and get robbed. You ain't gonna get much, but
them Garden Go Devils.
I'll give you my T-shirt. You want that? I mean, you want a blanket? But yeah, I've had the opportunities, and like the night I was supposed to go, it got canceled, so I just never went.
Yeah.
There's also a place around here, I think pretty close, supposedly, where you park your car and then
I think that's around, that's around Horatio.
Yeah, supposedly people push you up a hill. I'm sure it's not real, but I would like to test it out.
There's also the Avon Cemetery around D Queen.
I've been there. Me and my former.
Yes, y'all did.
Piss, my old I got something funny about this. Okay. There's something funny to me. My old paranormal team, Piss.
Yes.
We actually have clips on YouTube. I think it's Piss Team of us capturing took a spirit
laugh.
box out there.
It's such a creepy laugh. Like yes,
it was a laugh, and then we had said the word Michael, and it was spooky. Whether it was real supernatural or not, I don't know, but it scared us.
That was weird.
So I do have some experiences there. We could go there. That would be an easy one to do.
Yeah, that's close.
That spirit box, by the way, that used to freak me. I remember that was remember that minivan I had, that white one that had like weapons in it. It had all kinds of things in that van. I had the spirit box was like someone put it in the very back. And when I'd be driving home late at night, I'd be pulling in from somewhere, and I would hear that spirit box turn on and go off like. I couldn't ever make out anything it was saying, but I was like, that's one of those hauntings that I'm like, I don't know if it was on a timer or what. But I finally had to give it back to the guy who gave it to me and say, hey, listen, like, I don't want this anymore.
Take this thing off my hands.
Because if you recall our previous episode, after the whole Ouija board experience, I was like, I got to get rid of all this bad juju.
Yep.
But, so we got plans.
Yeah, we got plans.
Anywhere else that you can think of that you would like to be a bucket list type of thing for you?
I said Salem. That's one of my big bucket lists. I don't know.
The Titanic.
No, I don't want to die down there.
Hanna, you're in luck because you got to pay $50 to get in this rinkety shit, the submarine.
That's about what it was. Even though they paid $250,000, that's ridiculous.
What a horrible experience it must have been. You know, I looked, and now this is old news by now, of course, but I remember looking at photos of how big that thing was. I was like, hell, if I was in this thing, it would be only room for me. I'd have this little GameCube controller, like, boys, I don't know what's going on, but I can't work this.
I know. Like, that was.
Don't y'all have a backup Logitech controller I could use?
For real, that was ridiculous. Somewhere that I'd like to go. I don't know. I've been to Jefferson, Texas, which is not too awful far from here.
That's not that far.
And there's like a haunted hotel, and they do a ghost walk and stuff like that. It was pretty neat.
Oh, you been there?
Yeah.
Any weird experiences?
I didn't have any, but it was. I mean, it was. I think it was Halloween night that we went, and it was dark and it was rainy, and of course it was kind of creepy, but. But I've been there. So
we plan on doing something. We'll do some fun things. We'll see what happens. We're going to try.
I mean, it's my favorite time. Spooky.
It's the best time of year. The best time of year. So what else? What do you want to discuss, Hanna? Elizabeth?
I don't know. Christopher Eli.
You want to go over some of the outline?
Yeah, we can.
Since we were actually supposed to be pretty prepared for this, but...
It's 11:56 on Saturday
it's
night.
Pretty late.
Let me get this thing pulled up again. It went away. Okay. I've got some questions. I made these up like a month ago, and then I kept forgetting it in my office. But okay. What would be the rudest animal if they could talk?
I imagine an aardvark.
An aardvark?
Yeah. Being kind of rude. Like, I don't know. It just looks like it might be a rude thing. I don't even know if an aardvark's even real. I think it is. I think it's a real thing.
Let's see. I feel like koalas.
I could see koala being
rude.
Koala being a douchebag.
Yeah. It's always the smaller animals, like even with dogs, like big dogs are nice. They're like so nice. Little dogs are freaking mean.
They say if you die in a house, they say little dogs will eat you fairly quick. But they say usually like big dogs, like labs
there's
and stuff,
there's lady beside you.
Don't. Like they support you.
It's like cats. Cats will eat they'll eat your ass too.
Yeah, they say I listened to a thing here the other day that said that cats will like eat you like very quick, like almost immediately. Which I don't really like.
Cats don't care.
I'm not a big fan of cats. Cats are cool, but I'm more of a dog kind of guy.
Yeah.
Because cats come around when they want attention,
Yeah.
But I need that love from a dog.
Yep.
Like dog will like
You're like, come here.
There's things in life that people want to experience that is unconditional love. A dog will
give you that.
All that dog wants from you is to be petted, have food and water in its bowl, and it's fine. And it's always happy to see it.
Yep. I'm going to get back to this. I lost it again. Okay. Question 2. What's the worst movie you've ever seen?
Gotta be Butterfly Effect.
That's the worst?
I hate that movie. It just bothered me. I can't remember a whole lot about it, but I remember I watched it once and thought, never again. There was a part I remember when they put the dog in the bag and throw it in that fire. Oh my gosh.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. But.
Oh, it's awful. I can't handle like mean-spirited, like hateful things like it, because I take things on. Like, I don't know how you are with things. Like, I absorb stuff.
I do too.
And I'm like, ugh, it bothers me.
I can't tell you how many times I'm scrolling TikTok. I see a freaking sad TikTok. Yeah. And I'm like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, ugh.
No, it's rough. There's some rough things out there.
I think mine's probably, I went to the movies to see this with somebody. I don't remember who it was. Eat, Pray, Love. That movie was boring AF. It was terrible. Like, I hated it. I hated it. Don't watch it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It was. But it bothered you? No, but it was just bad. It was just boring. Like, yeah. It's about this woman who just like tries to find herself, I guess.
Sounds boring.
It's very boring. I do love Julia Roberts, but not in this movie. So.
I'm more of a Leah Thompson kind of man.
I know you are. I'm more of a Sandra Bullock girl.
I like Sandra Bullock too. She's beautiful.
She's so funny too. Like Miss Congeniality.
That's a good movie. Even as like an older, like, I don't know, what is she, in her 60s now maybe?
Nah, she's probably in her 50s.
Late 50s, surely late 50s. Anyway, she looks good. Of course, all the celebrities usually look pretty good for a while. Probably drinking that blood. Or whatever they do to keep young.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know.
She's my dad's age. She was born in 64. So she will be 60 next year.
Wow. Still looks great. She looks phenomenal.
She just turned 59. And she does. She looks amazing.
Listen, Sandra Bullock gave me the time of day, gave me a chance, Hannah, gave me a shot. If she was like, hey, Chris.
I would be mad if you turned her down.
I would be like, yes, ma'am.
Like, are you stupid?
Oh, I'll date a 60-year-old. What do I care? I mean, Sandra Bullock?
She looks really good.
So, what's your next one?
Okay. What is your least favorite song?
Least favorite song? Red Solo Cut by Toby Keith.
That is a terrible song.
I hate that. When that song was popular and every Tom, Dick, and Harry was like,
I hate that
and
song.
I get drinking the Kool-Aid on things and it's popular, but I'm like, oh my God, like I can't handle one more time of hearing this. And everybody's walking around drinking Red Solo Cups, listening to it. I'm like, oof, I would cringe. I would die on the inside.
I hate that new Jason Aldean song, Try That in a Small Town. I hate that song.
I still don't even think I've listened to that. Here's my thing is with because I try to stay like non-political because I just don't, and it's probably bad that I should care, but I just don't want to get on either side.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to get involved in any of this. So I don't think I've even heard of that song.
Well, even on the other side of that, like that newer song that was like really big on TikTok, that, what's it called? Richmond, North of Richmond.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It's like by Oliver something, and it's more of a liberal kind of song, but I don't like it either. I don't know. I just don't like it. But my least favorite song. Oh, I really hate that song. That's like
Mambo Number 5.
No, I like that. I like that song. I can't even think of it now. Hold on, I gotta look it up. can't even think of it now. Dang it. Really, any song by 21 Pilots, I do not like.
Oh my gosh, I love 21 Pilots.
I do not like Pilots.
I found them because I listened to so many of these weird like indie artists. I found them before they became popular. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? These guys have a chance. Like this music has a weird niche. They might have a chance to break through mainstream. And sure enough, I think that second album they put out, I don't know if it was Blurry Face or whatever it was, had all that stuff on it. They blew up. And now they've kind of faded back to obscurity.
They had that big song in, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Heathens, I think.
Yeah, Heathens.
I like them. Not everything they've done, but I like a majority.
Okay, I remember that song now. It was Rude by Magic.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Yes, I hate that
song. Don't you know I'm human too?
I hate that song.
I didn't lie. I'm not a big fan of that song.
I hate that song. Like, anytime it comes on, I'm like, turn it. Like, I hate this song.
My dad hates Riding with Private Malone.
I like that song.
You like that? I hate that song too.
It's such a tearjerker.
Oh my God. You fall for that crap? That song, it's such a I just do not like it.
I do like it.
My dad, he cringes on it. And every time I'm with him going somewhere, I'll play that. And he's like,
Private Malone.
Turn this off, please.
I do like that song. I don't listen to it often, but everyone, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that song.
And like then he has a wreck, and they're like, some say they even saw the soldier pull me out. I'm like, give me a freaking break with this. I can't handle it right now.
I know. That's one of my guilty pleasure songs, I guess.
Anyway.
I know.
What else do you got?
Let's see. Which celebrity would you love to switch lives with? I'm listening. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'm listening.
I think the celebrity, you knock all this crap over. Everything, the house catches on fire. We lost it all. Everything is gone. Well, can you still hear me? Yes. So while you're peeing, I think it would be Jack Black. I mean, Hannah, what are you going to do when the audio picks this up? Because we can't cut this out. Oh, sorry. I mean, I don't care. We don't care about much around here, except for these flies flying around. But Jack Black, but think about how, like, Jack Black lives life. Carefree, really no worries. World at his fingertips, just having a good time. That's how I would like to approach life if I was a celebrity. So the better question is, if you were a celebrity, which celebrity would you switch lives with?
Honestly, I think I'd switch lives with Taylor Swift because I don't really love her, but I mean, everybody loves her. So.
I don't know why. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan,
and
but
she's super rich. I'm really not either. I've actually decided I've always been a Taylor Swift hater. I really have. But I've decided the other day that I was going to try and listen to her music and see.
Give yourself over to the swiftness. Let the swiftness carry you away.
Just to see.
I mean,
I don't think she's I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's a pretty good role model for girls. But
I don't even know. I just don't ever keep up. I just kind of, I find it all a little bit cringy. And so it's kind of like, I don't know. But then again, Hannah, you know how I am. I'm in my own world. I just listen to what I listen to, watch what, nothing really popular. I just go with the flow. I march the beat of my own drum.
You know what? I might would change lives with Margot Robbie.
I do like Margot Robbie.
I mean, she's coming off the Barbie. Like, I still haven't seen it. I'm ready to see it.
I never will see it, probably.
And she's so gorgeous. So
it's very beautiful. Remember her famously, of course, where she blew up in The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, that accent, too. You're like, oh, my gosh.
I want to go to Australia. I've actually never seen The Wolf of Wall Street.
Like, I like to think about women like What woman could convince me to rob a bank?
Margot Robbie.
I got a feeling Margot Robbie probably could. That Australian accent,
Chris, I can't do an Australian accent.
give me the handgun.
Would you rob a bank for me?
I don't know if that's it. Dear God, sir, would you rob a bank for me? Will you? I don't think that's not Australian either. I can't do Australian either. Would you rob a bank and I'll offer you a shrimp on the ball?
Yeah, it's like, will you rob a bank, mate?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't. I'd be like, nah, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm not going to rob a bank for you.
It's like robbing a bank for Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, God. We're dumb.
When you said shrimp on the Barbie, I automatically think of Dumb and Dumber when he was like, "My, that's a lovely accent you have. Where are you from?" And she said, "Austria." He says, "Well, good day, mate. Let's put the shrimp on the Barbie."
That is a classic.
That is a classic.
What else you got, Hannah?
Who is your celebrity crush?
Well, Leah Thompson. We kind of discussed this.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something. My brothers make fun of me for this all the time. Leah Thompson in Jaws 3D, that little quick scene, because I fell in love with her for Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
But my brother sent me a funny clip the other day. It was like this weird TikTok of Leah Thompson over the years.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen Jaws 3D, but it was her in Jaws 3D.
Yeah.
She's like in a bikini in this scene or whatever, but I was like, dude, she looks so beautiful. And I was going on, and finally Justin's like, Chris, I think you got a problem.
Yeah.
He's like, I think you've got a weird obsession with Leah Thompson. Well, I think she's gorgeous.
Have you seen Back to the Future?
I have.
She's in that.
She's in that, which I don't think. I didn't fall in love with her in those films. Yeah. It was Howard the Duck that got me. Have you ever watched that?
I have not.
It's not great. It's great to me.
Yeah.
But
she also had her own TV show.
I've never seen that.
Caroline in the City.
Wait, no. I do remember some of that. Yeah, actually,
that was her.
I forgot all about it.
She was like the main character in it. Yeah, I think she was like an artist or something in it.
I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I just love Leah Thompson.
Like Leah Thompson.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely Pedro Pascal. I love him.
All the chicks dig him.
He's good looking. He's funny. Like, I just feel like he's just a good human being.
Seems like a cool dude.
He does. Like, you could just hang out with him. Like, I love Pedro Pascal. I'm ready for season 2 of The Last of Us. I'm so ready for that.
So Hannah Elizabeth. Let's do just a few more.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. What's the weirdest conspiracy theory you've ever believed?
Weirdest conspiracy theory. I really kind of bought into the Mandela effect.
Really?
For at least a while. I'm on the fence with it now, but there for a minute, because I was having, with the Mandela effect, hell, I'm not smart enough to really explain it, but this company like named CERN had these hadron colliders, and like they supposedly ran it and it like created like this black hole or some weird bull crap. They had like these quantum computers. I don't know how the hell all this works. I can't explain it. Go look it up. But basically, they were saying that it's like it would change these things in time and change like certain things you remembered are different now.
Yeah.
So for me, I experienced this, but I did not know about the Mandela effect. So I remember walking around. I noticed it with Oscar Mayer, because I was like, I'm pretty sure Oscar Mayer, the hot dog brand, was spelled M-E-Y-E-R, but it's M-A-Y-E-R. I was like, I don't feel like that's right. And then Febreze. Remember seeing Febreze, and I thought Febreze had 2 E's, but it only has 1 E.
I thought it had 2 E's also.
It doesn't. So I was thinking about all these things.
Another one too is
there's a bunch of them.
The Sinbad. It was like Shazam, but that's not a real movie. See, it was Kazam with Shaq.
I don't remember that one. Like, I don't have that memory, but some things I did. And I remember asking, like, my dad about the Oscar Mayer thing. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's spelled M-E or M-E-Y-E-R or whatever. I was like, it's not.
I just remember it from the little jingle they had that was like, My Maloney has a first name. It's Oscar. My bologna has a second name. It's Mayer.
And maybe that was it. I don't remember it being that way though. And so, but then it became a whole thing. Then there was like a Bible verse too that was like, I can't remember what verse it was. I should have researched this to pump it out. I don't remember what verse it was specifically, but it was like, instead of the lion and the lamb, or like the wolf and the lamb.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think that's right. I remember having that. I remember somebody else telling me, like, I don't think that's right. I don't think I remember it that way. But it was all these things and movie quotes.
Yeah.
Like all these things that just changed. And that's not the way you remember it, but that's always the way it was.
Yeah.
And like there's videos online of some people posting like old quotes of movies, like from their VHS tapes that are certain ways or whatever it was, but they're different now. I don't know. You need to do some research because it is kind of interesting. It's completely crazy.
There's kind of a new Mandela effect of, Bob Barker just passed at 99.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been multiple people come out and say, it's like, I remember him passing like 5 years ago.
Yeah. I've gotten away from him because I'm like, I got to the point where I was like, am I just like not right? Maybe I'm not remembering this correctly because I don't want to be that person. I was like, I believe in the Mandela effect.
But like when more than one person or a lot of people believe in one thing, it makes you wonder. It
was the fact that I had that experience and thought that this wasn't right.
Yeah.
And then I just discovered the Mandela effect. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm not alone.
It's weird. I mean, it's weird.
That's what made me really look into it. But anyway, who knows?
Yeah.
I just all let it brush because even if it is changed, what the hell's that going to do for me?
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Mine, I feel like, is a little more controversial because I kind of bought into the 9/11 was an inside job.
I did too. I mean, I did too.
Because I seen the videos of like it looked like bombs and stuff are going off on different floors, and those buildings collapsed way too fast.
In like a demolition style.
Yes, because there had been other buildings that had caught on fire or something happened to them, and they just burned up to a certain point, and then just I don't know if they got put out or whatever, but they just completely fell. But I mean,
Building 7 was weird too.
Yeah,
remember Building 7 also collapsed, but it wasn't struck.
Yes,
I think they said it. I've seen.
They probably said it was because the debris or whatever.
Like heat, fire, whatever. I've seen the documentary, and we watched a couple together about like 9/11 loose change, stuff like that. And
what about the planes? Not like the cameras, like the cameras around the Pentagon when it didn't show the plane like hitting.
To me, that's the weirdest thing about it. I'm like, okay, well. Then they released some footage years later of something being, but you couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
Like so, in the like the wreckage of it.
Yeah. I
will say this for me, that was the biggest. Would you call it smoking gun of the whole thing? And like, cause that did seem a little odd.
I mean, I know the government lies to us, but I mean, I don't know.
It's because you don't want to say, of course, especially for there being the sake of being non-controversial. Yeah. You don't want to say you completely believe in that, but there's some oddities around it. But there's oddities and everything.
Because I'm a very liberal person, but.
So I've also seen documentaries that go against that and explain that jet fuel can melt steel beams and all this stuff. And it's like, okay. Well,
I haven't seen that.
All this is a cluster F, and what do I believe? I have no idea. Yeah. I would like to think that the government's not evil, that evil to perpetrate and kill mass amounts of people.
I would hope so. I would hope not. Yeah.
To project us into a war or whatever, but you don't. I mean, here's the thing is, I don't shoo away anything. I don't buy in and I don't shoo it away.
Yeah, you just.
I let it sit there and I take information as it comes in and I kind of make my own judgment. But sometimes
you let it marinate.
Yeah, sometimes it's so much, but I know that I never underestimate people. I never, anything can happen. People are capable of anything.
Oh, they are.
Any kind of evil.
Okay. A little more lighter note, but not too light, is if you were on death row, what would your last meal be?
Yeah, I'll take one. Thank you. I would say barbecue ribs. Pork ribs, to be specific. I would probably go some type of white potato salad. Yeah, it could be baked. I'm gonna have to have some cold watermelon. Meatloaf on the side because I love meatloaf. Everybody always poo-poos it, but I'm a big meatloaf guy. One of my favorite things. Then I would have me a frosty cold mug. Thank you. Of root beer. I like it. I'm a root beer fanatic. I love root beer, and people hate root beer too. But it would be.
You would have loved that place that we went to. I don't know if it's like central to, I think, Mississippi or Alabama. It's called Ward's, or a fast food place. It was actually really good, and we ordered it for there, and we had 2 frosty mugs, and they make their own root beer. And Tyler got it, and I remember he texted you about it.
Yeah, he sent me that text, and I was like, dude, you've got to get the root beer now. Like, you can't get a frosty
Coke.
mug. Oh, my God.
I don't like root beer.
Because didn't they make their own stuff?
Huh?
Didn't they make their own root beer?
That's what they said on their website.
God.
It said they made their own root beer.
There's nothing better. Go to Hot Springs, A&W. Now, I don't like A&W's burgers, but their frosty mugs and their cheese curds. Mm-hmm. Go get you a frosty mug of root beer because they make it in there. They're supposed to.
Yeah.
They make it in there and get you some cheese curds. Oh, my gosh. I love that root beer.
I'm not a big root beer person.
It's just, I don't know. It's different.
Let's see. I think my last meal would be, I would have some really dank birria tacos. Ooh. Or quesadillas, whatever. And then I would have a couple of just like street tacos, like the steak street tacos. And then I would have some like really good salsa and chips. I just really love Mexican foods.
I can tell. No, that was going to be your choice to open up a Mexican restaurant.
I told you I love it. But like, and then I would have some really good chicken parmesan also.
I do like some chicken parmesan.
I love some
chicken parmesan sandwich too.
I've never had that. I've been seeing on TikTok I love a Caesar salad. And there's been thing of a Caesar salad sandwich. It's got like chicken in it.
Yeah.
And they've got Caesar salad fries. And that
sounds pretty dang
They
good.
look so good.
Is there lettuce on the fries?
Yeah, because it's a Caesar salad on top of the fries with like chicken and stuff. They just look so good.
I'll eat anything.
They look so good. But mine would definitely be like some good Mexican food with some good rice and beans, salsa and chips. That's my last meal.
It's a pretty good last meal. I like that.
And some dirt cake.
I do like some good old-fashioned dirt cake.
My grandma always made me dirt cake on my birthday. And I haven't had a dirt cake in a while. I really need to make one, but that was like...
You should make a dirt cake.
I should.
I've been craving, of course, I can crave sweets.
I wish I had some right now. It's
all
so
the time.
good.
I've been craving sweets really bad, like cheesecake. I don't know. I'm on a big cheesecake kick. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'll ever get off of it.
A cheesecake's good. I love cheesecake. I do too.
Hannah, what's your last... excuse me. What's your last question that you've got?
Okay, let's see. Let me find a good one.
Don't be creepy as hell.
What?
In this window, we didn't close these blinds. What if there was like somebody just standing behind us?
That would be.
See, we didn't know until we watched it back.
Oh my god,
that would be creepy.
Okay, what is your go-to guilty pleasure song?
Wow, go-to. It's an NSYNC song.
An NSYNC song.
I know it immediately. I really like "It's Gonna Be Me" by NSYNC.
That is a good song.
I don't know what it is, that song. But I kind of wait till I'm out of town before I crank it up, which I listen to all kinds. I really don't care. I listen to all kinds of weird bull crap, but I kind of don't want people to catch me listening to that.
Yes.
But there's something about that. I don't know. It's great. And I love it that every time when May rolls around, I always send you that video.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah, I do. I try to do that every year. What's yours?
I don't know. I feel like I have a lot because my music tastes are just like so all over the place.
Yeah, we're the same as far as that goes.
I guess I really love show tunes. I didn't mean to click that, but
you play it. Well, there goes our copyright strike.
I don't even know.
I kind of got into Old Town Road when it was popular.
I love
I
Lil
got
Nas
the
X.
horses in the back, the horse stock is attached.
Paint is matte and black, got the boots is black to match. I like Lil Nas X.
I actually like that song. My life is a movie. Anyway.
I just forgot it.
I'm sorry.
No. Probably mine is Beauty School Dropout from the Grease soundtrack.
From the what?
The Grease soundtrack.
How's that go?
It's like Beauty School Dropout. No graduation day for you. Beauty School Dropout. Missed your midterms and flunked shampoo. I have a lot. I have a lot of guilty pleasure songs. Another one, I guess, would be like "It's Raining Men."
It's raining men.
Hallelujah.
I don't know if it would be a guilty pleasure. Remember Fetty Wap, Trap Queen?
Oh, that's not a
1738. My like say what's up hello.
Your prettiest
As you came in the door. I was definitely
he's in jail right now.
For what? I'm not surprised, but for what?
I really don't remember, but he got sentenced like the other. It's not been that long. I'm gonna look it up.
1738.
Hey.
I don't even know. All I remember, I don't remember even the words, Mike. But I remember he goes, "I be in the pie, or I be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby."
Yeah, 6 years for running drugs.
No, I'm not surprised. When you live that type of lifestyle, what do you expect?
I mean, hey,
You got to get a street cred up.
Yeah.
He kind of disappeared to obscurity too.
Yeah.
You know.
So what is it? YNW Melly is on trial. I don't. He might have got sentenced already, and they played his song "Murder on My Mind" like in the court.
Yeah.
I got murder on my mind.
Before we go, I forgot to tell you about this. Last night, I got back. It was really late by the time I got back home. And I had to pee. Usually when I get out, when I step out of the car, I'll pee.
Yeah.
And I remember.
Don't tell me that you saw that girl that was watching you.
Talk about the girl I saw at the game.
No. Don't you remember when you talked about it before? Like you went outside and it was just like, yes.
That was weird. That was a weird. And people thought I was making that up. Because I tell people, I was like, yeah, I know the things that I say sound weird, and or probably not, but like I'm telling, like I don't make things up. Do I exaggerate for a little bit of humor aspect of it? Of course.
Yeah, but like
I was like, nah,
the
but
premise,
it happened.
no, I'm not. Yeah.
But last night I was peeing, and I could hear something in the woods, in the bushes next to me, and the dog heard it too. She ran out there and looked, and I was like, son of a gun, and I swear to everything. It was like 2 feet, like somebody like,
Yeah.
and it was close. And I was like, hey, and I was peeing, but I couldn't cut it off because I was like, I just couldn't stop. I was like, hey, get out! And what is this? Get out! I was like, yeah. And I was yelling at the dog. I was like, Bella, like, what's going on, Bella? What's going on? And I was like, come on. I could not stop. So I had to pee so freaking bad.
Did you figure out what it was?
No, I was like, well, I got my flashlight, and like while I was peeing, I was like holding my light up, like on my phone, like freaking out, because I was honestly, because then I was like fumbling, so I stopped peeing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my keys. Then I was like fumbling the house key. I was like, oh God, which one is it? Which one? I got too many damn keys on this thing. I was fumbling around. I was like, and I was thinking that, but I could still hear it. Then I was like, it's got to be a deer. Just tell yourself it's a deer. But I swear to you, it was like 2 feet.
Sounded like 2 feet walking. That's creepy.
Right through the wood, right through the bushes.
That is creepy. Yeah.
And I waited, and I thought, I was like, F it. I was taking a chance. So I just walked to the door, found the right key, and I went inside.
There you go.
And then the dog kept on freaking out.
Yeah.
So I ended up walking back out there.
It probably was a deer, but still.
I'm sure it was. Of course, your mind freaks you out. But anyway, that's just what happened last night.
Yeah, that's creepy. Freaking ant on me.
Every time I go outside and pee,
something weird happens.
Somewhere, always somebody wants.
Quit peeing outside, Chris.
I love peeing outside. I'll go out there.
You like peeing al fresco.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go pee al fresco out there. What the hell does that mean? So I'm gonna tell my brothers that the next time I see them.
Pee al fresco.
It's nice though. I go out there because I look at these set of stars in the sky, and I go out there and pee, and I look up and I see them move throughout the night. I don't know. I'm just so weird.
You can tell the time.
But every time I go out there, I'm telling you, there's always someone like walking down the road. I've got caught so many times.
Yeah.
And it's so embarrassing that I just don't even kind of care anymore. But
it's not like you live on Main Street. There should not be people walking by.
It's always somebody or a car, like a car. Then it's the whole race. So like I see headlights. I'm like, can I finish before this car gets here? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be a chance. I'm like, come on. It's like every time I never feel I go out there to pee. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. A freaking marching band starts rolling through there. I'm like, oh, great. But anyway, Hannah, what do you have for the people out there?
Let's see. I think I said this last time. Be good, do good. Just be a nice person. I mean, and Christmas is coming up soon, so
you better
be on your best behavior.
You want to get them presents from old Santa Claus, better be good.
That's right.
Let me think. Can I get a burp?
And spooky season is upon us.
Be safe during spooky season. Yes. Have a good time. It's our favorite time of year.
And if you have some good, like, horror movie recommendations, put them in the comments, because I'm always looking for a new good horror movie to watch.
Or give us a haunted place that you have visited or you want to go visit.
Yes.
And I'm sure nobody's going to respond to this, but they might. They might. They might. There's a chance.
There's a chance.
Go out this week.
Gotta be positive.
You gotta be positive. Go out this week. Send some good energy to people.
Yeah.
Go out there, hug somebody, give them a kiss, tell them you love them. Somebody that means a lot to you. Reach out to them. Maybe somebody maybe it's somebody you've had issues with.
Yes.
Try to right those wrongs. Try to rebuild that bridge, repatch that relationship. I need to do this myself.
Yeah.
So let's go out there. Let's be better.
If you ain't got love, what do you got?
Exactly. So. We're all people full of flaws. We all make mistakes.
Yeah,
every one of us is the same.
Everybody makes mistakes.
We all got the same type of issues. So let's all
be here for each other.
Everybody has those days.
As Hannah Montana would say.
I don't even know that was a Hannah Montana thing. But I love you guys for watching this as always. Hannah, love you.
Love you, Chris.
And this has been
the Heavyset Podcast.
Yep.